with 1:10 to go. Heck, there's movement, but they got away with it. As he got back in time, Heck back to throw, looks, over the middle, complete, and out of bounds to the far side. Inside the 20, very close to another first down.
Hunter Riley on that catch again.
61 seconds to go.
Winding down.
By a gain of 8 yards. This has been one thing about this Madison team, though, Al, they have not panicked. They didn't try to get it all at one time.
No, they've controlled the game real well, especially on this drive. They've mixed the run, they've passed, they went to what they could do best, and that was pass the ball. And
now I think they're within the field goal range now, I think.
Oh, they'll run now.
Back to throw. Looking, throws it out here, and it is caught. McNamara inside the 10 at the 5. What a great catch.
I kind of thought they would run the ball and control the clock, but I guess, you know, it's getting late in the game and they have to strike now.
That's a super grab by McNamara. And it's first down and goal to go Madison at the 5-yard line of South Lakes. 54 seconds to go. I think I'd let him score quick and then try to go back the other way.
No, I wouldn't do that.
First down, Madison. Quick pitch goes to Basil. Sweeps to the right. Cuts upfield, and he's very close to a first touchdown. At about the 1, the clock, of course, remember, still runs. Now they stop it. Madison calls timeout. Football, it looks like about the 1.5 or 2-yard line. This whole drive started and South Lakes fumbled the football after getting what looked like a first down at about the Madison 30 in a drive that, as Alan pointed out, if they kept it, been able to sustain it, would have just run the clock out. And there's a very worried Coach Seekills. He said they had to play a perfect game, Alan. They came maybe within one play of doing that.
Maybe within one play.
There's not a whole lot to choose between these two teams. If Madison's won in the region, which everybody says they are, then Seekills Seahawks have to be 1A.
They played a very, very good football game. They seem to come out knowing what they had to do, and they've done that all game. I think they played a will of a football game.
44 seconds is all the time left, and that's where the football is. That is the goal line. And that's about as close as we can get you.
I'd like to see something big happen here.
Yeah, like a fumble?
Like a fumble.
About 1.5 yards away from the end zone is where the Madison Warhawks have the football. Riley goes wide right.
My bet is Schultz.
It is Basil sweeping. It is Basil, touchdown. Madison scores. 40 seconds to go, and the Warhawks put the ball in the end zone. Basil.
And the Madison sideline goes crazy.
That's a drive of 61 yards, and it wasn't easy. We're going to look at the touchdown again. And that's a good call. That play's worked all night for him. Just a quick pitch. They only had about 2 yards, and he runs the pursuit.
They got outside of that South Lakes pursuit.
And looks like they're going to go for 2.
Relatively easy for Basil to get in.
15-10 is the score. And Heck is going to go for 2. Riley in motion left to right. Heck pitches. They run the same play the opposite way, and Basil walks in for 2 points. So Doc Basil scores all 8 points. And Madison is on top by a score of 17-10, but don't go away. 40 seconds to go, and that's a lot of time. Particularly when you got a guy like Norris Davis down there.
Well, a 2-point play makes it so that, well, you need a 2-point conversion to win.
Yeah, it puts the pressure right back on South Lakes.
Right back on South Lakes. Now, if anybody can record the big bomb in such little time, it's this Seahawk team.
It'd be nice to see Norris break it all the way also. I would think Madison will probably keep about 3 people back just in case. Davis is the deep man of 3 in the middle. 40 seconds to go in the football game. Of course, the clock doesn't start until the ball is grabbed by one of the deep people. Davis at the 10. 15-20, up the middle.
Oh, the hole opens up.
At the 30.
He's gone. He's gone.
Take it.
He's gone. Big play, Norris Davis has probably made the biggest play of his high school
Do you
career.
believe that?
You know, you could feel it in the air. You could feel that something here was going to happen. You know, you couldn't really deny this South Lakes team. And I think Norris Davis was the best man to do the job.
Here it is again. That's Davis at the 10. He breaks a tackle there. Here's the big break right there. He step arms that man, steps around him, and now South Lakes has got a big decision to make.
The two-point conversion. I think he's going to go for the win here.
He's called it.
He's called timeout. Now, a play that South Lakes has had success with all year is having the tight end, slip out into the end zone and catch a little flare pass. I think that'll be the play that they could possibly be mulling over in the huddle right now.
That took Norris Davis 13 seconds to run 90 yards, folks.
Tremendous game, tremendous play. Just so many big plays in this game. Neither team gave up. Both teams has fought to the bitter end, and this is a classic football game.
But now you got the big play. Can they come back and get the 2? It's all academic if they don't.
I think they'll be successful. It's just that feeling, you know, you get that feeling all night.
Davis goes wide left. Papson.
Watch Richie Essen.
Here's the play right here. This could be for the whole thing. Rolling, looking. In trouble. Throwing it up in the air. It is no good. No good. At the end of the end zone, it was intercepted. Now you've got an onside kick coming, folks.
Well, I think you can pretty much give it up now. I don't think they'll be able to pull it out this time. But it was definitely an exciting moment. The crowd appreciated it.
I don't think it's over yet. I don't care. I don't think it's over yet. That was good pressure that time by Madison. That probably was what messed the play up more than anything else. And I think they were throwing to Esser back deep in the end zone. But now you've got South Lakes down by a point, 17-16. They went for 2 and didn't get it. Madison calls timeout. Norris Davis is the kid who just ran the kickoff back 90 yards, and it was for naught because they didn't get the 2 points. But this thing isn't over yet.
I'm sure that Coach Sale is setting up for the onside kick.
If South Lakes can come up with a football, they'd have about 25 seconds to do something with it. Phil Pratzer on the field goal that he hit was good from, about 27 yards. There's the time left right there. The Seahawks are going to go for an onside kick. You know that. Madison has all the sure-handed people up front. Pettibone's up there. McNamara's up there.
Grenier, Hunter Riley.
This is going to be a heartbreaking loss for one of these teams, Alan.
Very heartbreaking. I think both teams played well enough to win. Too bad we have to have a loser.
So here we go. Everybody in Fairfax County knows this is going to be an onside kick. How they execute it, well, that depends on what happens. It is an onside kick. It's loose. It is still loose. And it looks like Madison's come up with it. No, South Lakes! They knew it was coming and they still got it.
Very interesting, Chuck. Now we're going to be able to see what they can do with it in such little time.
Is that Sever that came up with the football? It looked like 66. South Lakes has the football at midfield.
They just won't be denied, Chuck.
The Madison 49. The clock is running. Now, wait a minute. Now the officials say what? 12 seconds to go, and the clock was moving. South Lakes out of timeouts. And Norris Davis with a helmet problem. They don't have much time, maybe 2 plays. South Lakes has 5 people playing deep.
You're going to bet they're going to double cover Norris Davis.
Well, let's see what happens. The clock is still running. 1 play. Back to throw. It's out here to Davis. It's Cutstick. He's going to try and do it. All his zoning is down. That's the ball game. That's the ball game. The Madison Warhawks hold on and beat the South Lake Seahawks 17-16.
Just a fine game.
Standing ovation.
That's the game that highlights the great fall season, Chuck. That was a tremendous game, tremendous effort by both teams. Too bad we had to have a loser there.
We'll be back to recap it for you real quick.